What is up? Episode 11. Why is it saved? So, we have a George Condo painting, which he's awesome. I love him. I think he was in one of the earlier videos too. But he has such an interesting style, and I love his use of color. Like, look at this bright blue, bright pink compared to the tan, the really muted colors in the background. And look at this, even this bright mint color on the muted background. The harsh black strokes, just so sick. Got some Homer. Oh, my nose is a little clogged up. Got some Homer jewelry. Homer's the brand by Frank Ocean. I think it's very unique jewelry. I'm a little biased, I'll admit, because I like Frank Ocean a lot, but just it's so unique. I can't remember. I'm not a jewelry enthusiast. I have this one chain, which is silver, but his stuff's just so unique to any compared to anything I've seen in stores or even on celebrities for the most part. I love the texture. I love the bold colors. I love the contrast. Yeah, very cool. I remember this one. I thought this is a really cool way because I'm pretty sure this is them presenting um their sketches, and I was like, this is such a cool way to post your sketchbook. To have it on a, it's pretty much an art piece behind your sketchbook. So that's just such an interesting um, post. Let's see. I love the contrast, the bright letters, the bright red, against the blue too. Hopefully my voice isn't too quiet as I move away. But I don't know. I just love this. I love big letters. I love all the colors used. I like BMW in general. I think they're really clean. I like the cars. I like their logo a lot too. I'm biased because I love the logo. It just makes me love the brand. Yeah, I love the use of all the colors. This almost looks like a Google car, which I like when companies. I like both when companies stick to one color and indulge in all the colors. I think both are very cool. I think it's a fine line though when you use a ton of colors as a brand. So it's cool to see it work out. Another car here. I love these anime cars. I probably saved it for some of this stuff, dude. This is really sick. Um, but just looking at the car, like it just looks like your standard car, nothing special about the car. But this wrap probably cost them at least like minimum like $600 to probably more like 1,000 plus. And I see they have like a custom purple thing, so it's just cool. I like it. And then they have the big what do they call it? Fender, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a car guy. The who's this for? It's Takashi Murakami chain. I think it's for Kid Cudi. No, J Balvin. But I love Murakami, and seeing his chains, it's so awesome. He did some chains for Travis Scott's label, and they're so insane. So yeah, anything Murakami touches is pretty much gold in my opinion. I love this illustration. I love how bright the colors are. I love how dark the blacks are. It's the contrast, the brightness and the darkness. It's so beautiful. And I love the use of green. That's one color I used to never use, and now I try and use it more. I still barely use it, but I think it's a really underrated color when it comes to paintings in general. A lot of people don't use it, and I don't know why that is. Seems more like blue and reds are used a lot more in blacks and whites. This is a classic. I probably save this as inspiration because this wacky illustration slash book is ingrained in tens of millions, hundreds of millions probably, of people's brains because it was in their childhood library. It's such a cool it's crazy to see things like this happen. Imagine if you make a character in a wacky book around it, um, and it just becomes a cultural phenomenon that a whole generation is here crying in the comments about. Um, saying how nostalgic it is just from looking at some weird looking fish. And it's an awesome looking fish. I love it. But it's so wacky. It's such an awesome thing for us to look back at. And do these last two quick. Bold, texture, color, typography, 10 out of 10. These shapes, I probably save this as inspiration for when I'm doing my own stuff. But very cool. I love this stuff. I love looking into the psychology of what we do and how we perceive the designs we make. But yeah,